Alright, hi everybody. Yes, you're correct. My hair is fluffy today. Whenever I shower and then I take a nap or I go to bed, in this case I went to bed, and it's still wet, if I sleep on it wet, it gets fluffy. And I don't know what to do with it. So here we are. I hope you guys can see my face behind the fluff. So I have a slight predicament. It's only very slight. I've got one stand, and I've got 2 cameras and a ring light. So, thankfully this one camera I have came with its own little baby stand. So, I have a stand for that, at the very least. But I still have another camera and this, so I'm gonna try using the ring light today instead of the, second camera. I'm gonna have to order another stand, obviously. But for now, we're gonna try the ring light, which means, I'm gonna have to maneuver right up in the camera. Ugh. Clip this to my desk. Okay. I hope this works. I've only used the ring light once, and it was okay, but I don't know if it'll work for, I used it for a gaming stream, so I don't know if it's gonna work well enough for the fursuit making stream here. Wow, that's really low. This is fine. Alright. So this kind of stand is called a gooseneck, because, you know, it's long, thin like a gooseneck. It makes sense, but it's kind of hard to tame. Trying to get it to stay in place is just a little bit of a struggle. So I'm hoping that this works out for me, because I'm not really sure what other kind of stands there are out there, so I'll have to do research. Heaven forbid. Alright, so let me plug this in right quick, and we'll see how it goes. I was gonna do this before the stream, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to do on stream because there's so many color lights. Whoa! Hi there, thank you. Oh boy, I don't know how to pronounce that. Soy dye. I'm just gonna call you Soy. You might need to tell me how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. Thank you very much for following. There we go. I'm gonna get this cord out of the people's way. So there's, whew! It gets very, very, very bright, but I can make it less so. Oh, cool! That's really cool. I only speak English. I think it's really cool when people know more than one language, because it's not easy. So kudos to you. Ugh. It's really cool how many, all the kinds of people I meet during streaming, because there's so many people with different languages and different talents and different parts of the world, different time zones. It's just so cool. Wow! Wow, we just got a party today. Thank you! That one's not as hard. Devin Wastikin? Okay, never mind, that's still hard. I'll call you Devin unless you tell me how to say something else you want me to call you. Thank you very much for following. Alright, so I like this light. You can do different, color tones. So there's more of this blue shade, this orangish shade. I'll turn it up so it's really bright. There's this white. Yeah, I'm not sure which one is the best, but, yikes, some of these don't make me look very flattering, do they? Okay, so this is good. As long as it's bright enough so we can see what's going on. Oh, Devin was taking one. Got it. Alright, we've got Feetpaws here that we're going to work on today. Oh, hi! Wow, there's so many people here today. What even? New people, I should say. Sour lemon, I love that. Hi! Welcome. Apparently there's a few new people here. Or, maybe people who are here that just weren't in the chat before, I'm not sure. But hi! We're gonna do some stuff. So last night I was working on, Thank you! Thank you for following. Here we go. Last night I was working on some new, Feetpaw slippers, because I have one pattern, but, they're more for, like, outdoor feet, and I kind of wanted to have like a slipper pattern, so I decided I was going to do that. So normally when you have slippers, this is the only pair of slippers I have that I can give an example for. Wow, Uruguay! I don't even know where that is. I'm straight from the United States. Just, I'm very American. I like grilled cheese. That's really cool. What time is it there for you? Right, for me it's 8:16 p.m. So it's kind of cool to see the different time zones. So here's a regular foot slipper. Basically you just want it to be nice and round and soft on the inside. See, they have this soft fur lining. Yes, I do know, I do know Cobra Kai. I gotta catch up because I'm a little behind. I've only ever seen the first season. But, yeah, I do karate way before Cobra Kai was even a thing, so, me bragging. I'm a black belt. So, yeah, Cobra Kai is cool. I like that. It gave a lot of people, it got a lot of people into the idea of karate, and I thought that was really cool, because it's just kind of like a side thing nobody ever thinks about. But then Cobra Kai became huge, and now everybody knows what karate is and stuff, and that's just really cool. From Massachusetts. Yeah! Dude, I've been to Massachusetts. It's a pretty cool place. I wouldn't mind visiting again, actually. Phew. Yeah, I gotta get to season... There's 4 seasons? Really? I'm only at season 1. I mean, I finished season 1. I gotta do some more. Watch some more. Maybe I'll watch some more when I'm sewing one day. Me just wearing these on my hands, just gonna stomp around. So I purposely didn't glue this part down so I could have an easier time showing you guys how it looks. So you gotta have that little spot for your foot. And on the inside, this is what it looks like. This is where your foot goes. And then this is obviously that bottom lining that you need so it's squishy and nice and soft to step on. Oh, thank you. That's cool. Nobody has ever brought up my YouTube channel to me before, so I'm very surprised. Thank you. That's awesome. Shoes, yeah. I'm hoping these can be okay. I haven't made feet paws in a long time that are a brand new pattern, so we're gonna see. So yeah, I just built these out of foam. I could go over how I did that, but yeah, I just basically built it up in layers as I went. This is the first layer, this was the second layer, and I kind of trimmed it. And yeah, that's how I got to this point. But what we're doing today is actually patterning and making into actual fur. So we're gonna do that. Yes, of course! I love friends! That's what I'm trying to do. I make friends. That's all I want. Of course. You can hang out with me and some other people. It's not a very big group. In our Discord server if you want to chat or whatever. Or just hang out here. Whatever. That's fine. I love friends. You know, people keep telling me to get Instagram. I don't have one. I have Twitter, Fur Affinity, Furry Amino, and YouTube and Discord. Honestly, I'm usually just on Discord, but you might have more luck catching me on Twitter. You know, I don't play the recent Call of Duties, but I have played some of the older ones, and they're super fun. Unfortunately, I don't play the current ones. I'm sorry. So here's some masking tape. You're just going to want to take some masking tape and just cover the whole thing. That way we can rip it off and we'll have a pattern that we can go off of. So let's do that. Yeah, I've played a little bit of the Call of Duties because my roommate Fel plays. Oh, I forgot to ping the Discord. Ooh, that's embarrassing. Let me brighten up the light a little bit here. There we go. See, I like this light, but it's a little bit stroby. I'm not sure why it does that. It's kind of... That's no good. Alright. So at least we got enough light now. That's always something I'm worried about. So if I forget... I think this... this is the first time I ever forgot to ping the Discord. Hang on, guys. I'm going to ping them really fast. There we go. Send a message to 50 plus people? Yes. That's so many people. I don't think there's that many people, but it says there is. I don't know. Okay. Sweet. We got a lot of light today. I really appreciate having this much light. I think it helps to make it more visible so everyone can see what the heck is going on. Hi Yodi. How you doing? Thank you for telling me that. I didn't even notice. This actually is the first time I forgot. Feetpaw! Hey Macy. I made some foam Feetpaws and I'm just putting some tape on it so we can make it into a pattern. So, wow. Yeah, this lighting. Trying to change the lighting. I know I have 2 cameras, but I mentioned this earlier before everybody got here. I only have 2 camera stands, and my ring light here requires a camera stand. So, now I don't know. Alright, let me make this duller. Honestly, so yeah, I'm just trying to get used to this new light, and, yeah. Just putting tape! So really, you guys are here to entertain me. I'm gonna put tape on here for like 15 hours, and you guys entertain me. Alright, let's try... I'm just kind of also messing around with lighting setups today, so, I'm always messing around with something, that's the truth. Jeez, fluffy hair. Fluffy. Okay. Fel, so much fun going on here. You're not wrong. Hey, Rudder. Let's try this. We're just doing pauses. I'm good enough, actually. Just a little tired. I mean, I slept all day, but oh yeah. When I was in the Discord, I was making a joke. I have important business to take care of. That was just me sleeping more. You guys probably knew that, but I figured I'd tell you just in case you didn't know. You're trying to play a game and watch. Oh, you don't have to if it's too complicated, but that's funny. It's kind of hard to multitask. I find multitasking. Okay, well it depends. It depends on what kind of multitasking you're doing. Sometimes it's super easy. And sometimes it's like, please, I can't do this. What are you playing, Rudder? I want to play a game. I need to play more games. I think I need to take more breaks. Sleeping all day! Yeah, a fella actually came in to check on me to make sure I wasn't dead. I was sleeping for so long. Valorant, oh, got it. Yeah. There's so many games these days, like, back in the day, long ago, I mean, I'm talking NES era, there was a Sega Genesis, there was the NES. Sure, there was a few other consoles that were, like, less popular, but honestly, those were the two big players, and everybody knew those games libraries. That was it. There wasn't a ton of choices like there is today. There's many consoles, especially if you include all of the retro consoles and all the PC games, all the indie games. There's so many games that there's no physical way anybody could even play every game ever. So it's kind of a shame. Like, I mean, that's really cool that there's so many to choose from. But at the same time, I don't know. It's just crazy to think about how many games exist these days. Because so long ago, there was barely any to choose from. Wow, we finished off this roll. What should I do with it? I'm going to put it... Perfect. I'm going to make Rissy hold it on her ear. Hang on, guys. I need a big water bottle. Drink. You guys see my new water bottle? Tears of my enemies. That's the funniest thing ever to me. I had to buy that when I saw it. It made me laugh so hard. Just this huge jug of water. It's just the tears of my enemies. It works for me. Not a lot of people notice that or know this, but I'm pretty... I don't take it hands down when people are mean to me or try to give me some... I don't want to say... I don't know how to say it, but people are not gonna get away with doing rude stuff to me. So it's just a good... It fits my personality too well, I think. But you can still be stern in your demands for kind people while still being a nice person yourself. Supposedly. I try to be nice, but if somebody is outwardly mean to me for no reason, I'm gonna call them out on it. Yep, so just putting tape on here. This is accidentally, well, this is what I stayed up doing late last night accidentally. Just making some Feetpaws, you know? So it technically is for a commission, but it's just, you know, when you're supposed to go to bed, it's really late and you're tired. Something about when you're tired, it's like it turns off your filter and you get super creative. And any other artist types will probably agree with me here, but if you're tired, it's when you were the most creative, which is terrible. And honestly, I figured it out. That's why I can't keep a regular straight schedule, sleep schedule, because as soon as I get tired, that's when all the motivation and the cool ideas come from. So honestly, 90% of projects I start brand new are in the middle of the night. So I knew I had to do these Feetpaws, but I just haven't done it yet. But in the middle of the night, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I feel like this. I feel like doing this brand new, somewhat stressful new thing. I don't know what it is. I'm not the only one, because when I was in art school, all my art friends, same thing. It's just strange how that works. I don't really know, but something about when you're tired. So yeah, that's why I think that's why my sleep schedule is so jacked all the time, but it's really hard to peg it down. I can't tell if I'm just a night owl or what. I mean, I don't know. I don't meet that many other night owls like me, because most people are normal people that have like a regular schedule and a regular life, but I don't have a day job anymore. That's another topic. I don't have school I don't really have any reason to stick to a normal schedule except for streaming, and to be honest, I can't even stick on a normal schedule for that, so I don't know. I guess without having school or work to kick my butt into getting up in the morning, I just don't. It's just, you have to get up early, but you will always be a night owl. That is good. Somebody can be a night owl with me. I'm glad to hear that, Yodi. No, I don't have to be alone in my weirdness. So if you have like a weekend off, will you get off sleep schedule, or are you much more responsible? Are you able to kind of keep to your sleep schedule? Because I mean, if you're normally on that schedule, you know, your body's gonna tell you it's time for bed, so yeah, I mean, maybe it won't be a problem, is what I'm saying, but I don't know. I think if you have more than a few days off, then it can be difficult. Like, then you might be able to get out of your schedule. Going to bed early for you is 11 p.m. I feel that. Rather be triple tasking like a boss. That's pretty skill, actually. Not a lot of people can do that. Triple tasking is when I start losing it. All the morning people you know are crazy. Why are you people awake at this hour? Go to bed. Imagine getting up before noon. That makes sense, though. Like, weekends, usually 2 a.m. I mean, but still, even then, it's just, I don't know. Just trying to think about it. It just sounds like suffering. Getting up in the morning, just, your lord. I mean, staying up, you're later than you're supposed to. That makes you tired, right? But getting up earlier than you're supposed to, that also makes you tired. So, I guess the difference between a night person and a morning person is which kind of tired you're able to handle better. So, I don't know, I guess waking up in the morning is harder for people like us. Just funny to think about. Okay, you don't have to be up till 8 a.m., so as long as you're sleeping by midnight. I mean, that checks out. Still, though, 8 hours? I mean, come on now. What about, like, 14 hours? I mean, I'm joking, but at the same time, 14 hours sounds great. Lowest you can go is 6. Yeah, that checks out. That does. I mean, for some people, honestly, like for me, I don't even think I could do that. So that's pretty skill, actually. Yeah, 6 hours. 6 hours sounds like pain. Otherwise, you can hardly function, yeah. That's really, I hate that when you have to be out and you can, you know, barely function, like you said, because you're so tired, and it's just awful. It's awful. It's kind of embarrassing. People feel bad for you because you're a zombie, and yeah. Alright, so I did get tape all the way around this whole upper section and this heel, basically this whole section. So now I just need some tape on the toes. Then we can cut it off and use it as a pattern. So we'll see how it goes. Toes goes. Yep. Yeah, whenever I can't wake up early in the morning and just be okay. Even if I did get 8 hours of sleep, getting up early is just actual death. I don't know what it is. I hate waking up to my alarm. I guess everybody else does too. Nobody would like that, so. I'm not gonna pretend like I know anything about science. I don't know, I think it's, I need to stop saying I don't know, even though I really don't know. I think it's something to do with what your body is used to, also. Indigo! Hi, Indigo, how you doing? Feetpaws! Actually, I'm doing Rissy, because, if you see her head back there, it's done except the tongue and teeth, and I'm so ready to ship her out. So I gotta finish these Feetpaws, and she's going. I'm so excited. But yeah, don't worry, you're next. You and Spartan have been pretty patient, so I feel bad about that, I'm sorry. Although, now that there's no, Anthrocon, I'm so sad about Anthrocon. Wow! Spartan also! Hey! Well, since I've got you guys here, also, yeah, I know ads. So, Spartan and Indigo, do you like feet that are kind of, shaped more like this? Or would you want some more, like, big, round, stompy feet? Kind of like my Figby feet. Like, these are more like, you know, like, oval-shaped feet. But I could also do big, round, cute, stompy feet, so. Yes, stompy boy! Okay, cool. Those are my favorite! Twitch let you log in. Does it not normally? That's not good. That's funny, you guys both came in at the same time. Yeah, stompy feet are just my favorite to make. Cause they're just so much fun. Sweet, yes, good. I'm glad you guys both want the big stompy feet. Excellent. I'm really glad to hear that. Of course, I would do whatever you wanted, but stompy is just so much more fun. I'm just putting tape on this so I can draw on it and cut it off and make a pattern. Every time you gotta change some password. What? Okay, that's not good. What even? Twitch is messing you up, huh? Not doing you good. I'm not sure why it's doing that to you. I've never heard of that before, actually. It's not supposed to do that. Twitch be like, yeah, I know who you are, but, you still need a new password. Every time. So, I'm actually only gonna do 2 of these toes. I don't think I need to do all 4 because they're just mirrored, like the 2 inner ones and the 2 outer ones. So I'm just gonna do these 2 on the end. That's really weird. You know, I've never had that password issue happen to me before. Like, I'm not sure why it's doing that. It's kind of bizarre. Also, why do I talk so loud? My mic is over here crying. It's like going up to the red section. It's like, please stop. Stop being loud. I'm just accidentally loud. Whenever I'm in the store or something, I also talk. I can't help it. I'm just loud. And, I think I scare people sometimes. They're like, why you loud? Oh, that is Rissy, so that belongs to Cran. Yeah. I'm not loud? Ah! That's the best compliment I've ever gotten. Thank you, my boy. My brother. Also, hi, my brother. I don't know. I just feel like I'm loud. Well, thank you, Spartan. I appreciate the the lurk, and I hope you can get through your work pretty quickly. Have a good one. Woo! I'm dropping stuff. So, almost done here. I think I need a few tiny more pieces of tape, but then I'm gonna show you guys in the camera pretty well. Yeah, that's kind of really lame that, I need another stand. I mean, I could just set the camera somewhere, but it won't stand up. It's just a little rectangle. It won't stand up. So, even though I have two cameras, I need the light also. So it's kind of difficult. I think it's hard. It's pretty hard for me because I've never been into photography of any kind, and now dealing with all these cameras, camera stands, lights, it's just it's annoying to me. I don't know. I've never liked it. Gosh, there I am saying I don't know again. Stop that! Alright, friends. I have this whole thing taped up. I don't know why I did this whole center. I guess I could have just done half, but whatever. I did 2 toes, and it's all the way around the heel. I actually don't need to do tape on the bottom because it's flat, and I already have a pattern for that. So we're good. So now I'm gonna draw on it. This is, depending on what pattern you're doing, the easiest part or the hardest part. Ooh. Me dropping stuff. So Rissy's toes are like the easiest thing ever. It's just one color. So honestly, I don't even barely need to draw anything on here. I'm gonna draw where the toe line is. All the way down. There we go. So you can see where the toes are. I would draw a line in between, but it's I kind of left the tape open there, so I don't really need to draw the line because I already have the line here. It's dark. Let me brighten it up a bit. So for the rest of the toes, since there's no real patterns to draw in there, I'm just gonna draw the parts where I need to cut. So this center part here, I do need to cut up to here because this is a rounded object. It's like, remember in geometry, not geometry. Alright, what class was that? I don't know, basic elementary school, when we learned that the earth was round and you can't flatten the earth into a flat map without taking some artistic liberties. Yeah, so that's kind of the same deal here. These toes are very, very rounded. You can't just flatten it out, so that's why we have to make certain cuts in it to be able to flatten it out. Yodi, you're wrong. The earth is the earth is flat. Thank you for that. Salad thrower be like, the earth is round? Thank you guys. I learned something new today. The earth is flat. Okay, so we marked off our toes. We marked off these lines. And these lines are actually also gonna mark where the claws go. So, let me mark this very quickly. And there we go. Okay, so roughly those circles here, there we go. Those are where the claws are gonna go. So, yeah, right down the center of that line. So if you have a rounded piece like this, you can put the cut line anywhere within this section. But the reason I chose to put it here, here and here, was because that's right where the center of where the claw is gonna be. So that helps. Good. So the only other thing to do is this whole back section. How are we gonna cut this apart? Round earth. Imagine the earth being round, because I can't. Alright, I'm gonna draw the center line here. not sure if I'm going to use it or not, but the center line is a good thing to have. And I'm also going to draw the center line on the back of the heel. There we go. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is this. So we have two things we could do. We could either cut off this top section, because this part's pretty flat, and then have this whole back round section as its separate long piece. Or we could cut this completely in half, do this side, and then do this side. The Flat Earth Society has members all around the globe. Oh. Okay, now that is a cursed statement. Thank you for that. You know, I appreciate it. It's cursed statements like that we live for here. Alright. Now I'm just gonna mark the whole bottom corner here. The part where it becomes flat to where it becomes the side. Just all the way around. I should have tape there. I do. That's good. Yeah, that's really cursed. Alright. So yeah, either the two things I can do is cut this in half on either side, like here and here, and flatten it out. Or I can cut a piece here, and I can cut a piece around. And honestly, looking at it, I think I might just do that. I think I might have better luck, so let's do it. I'm going to put the line here, actually. Good. And since I'm not going to use the center line here, I'm actually going to put a few little X's through it so that I know that that's not the line I plan on following to cut out. I mean, if you're doing this all in one sitting, it's not that complex, especially if you just made it. But if you're doing it in a few sittings, sometimes it can get a little bit, you start to forget what your plan was or whatever. So, it's just, I find it easier just to get it over with and just put tiny little X's so you don't forget. Alright. So now the new plan here. We're going to cut this whole top part right here. Then we're going to cut a side piece right here. And we're going to cut a final piece in the back for the heel right here. And I think that'll be pretty good because it'll flatten out much better than if we just cut this in half and tried to flatten out this whole rounded section. Basically, anytime you have a rounded section and you make it flat, it loses detail. So you have to make a compromise between how much detail you're willing to lose and how many seams you want in whatever you're doing. So Rissy here. Rissy is a perfect example. So trying to decide whether I wanted more seams or more of the roundness. So for Rissy, I went, I usually do more round, or it's hard to say. Okay, I actually went for more seams this time around. So, that's so cursed. More seams this time around. I went for more seams to make this shape more rounded. And, you gotta find a balance. I think using more seams like this definitely made this cheek really round and cute. However, I do think in the end I used a little bit too many seams, more than necessary. So now next time I know, maybe use a few less seams. The goal is basically to get as close as you can to that perfect shape with as few seams as possible. Apples, am I right, chat? Dude, apples are the bomb. I could live off apples. Just apples and apple pie. Oh, apple bread.
Just bringing up all the good fruits. Apples? Yeah, apple's a fruit. Took me a second. The chat heard the word apples and they all just died simultaneously. Okay, this was good. I like this. I'm actually going to cry. No, I'm just kidding. Good. I've almost got this whole pattern colored out here, but there's one more thing I have to add that I didn't mention before, and it's actually whenever you're doing feet paws, you want to have it not really, I mean, you can have it end here, but I prefer the fur to go up just a little bit higher. So I'm actually going to make a small layer of tape that just goes around in a circle here to add a little bit of height. It seems you would be correct. Get it? No, I don't. I actually don't. Please enlighten me. So this is the perfect time to use our very thick 2-inch tape. Our thick tape. Alright. Yeah, I really need to fix my sleep schedule because most of the viewers I have are only... my poor friends, they're only able to really come and hang out earlier in the day, and I lately have been quite the night owl, so unfortunately that's been hurting the number of viewers, but I mean, again, I don't do this for views, I just do this because I like friends, and I like teaching, but yeah, if I want more viewers, which I probably should, I should probably try to stop sleeping all day, because I think more people would be able to come and hang out. And honestly, that's the most fun part of Twitch, is just hanging out with the chat. Alright, so I did add a little bit of height here, and I like it. It's very good. I knew I had to add that, but I didn't want to do it with foam because I thought it was kind of unnecessary, so that is why we are doing it with just this tape. I could have done it with paper, but you know, the paper doesn't stick to itself. I don't know. This is just the way I want to do it. It just seems to work best for me. Okay. So this is good. Let me hold this up. Alright, so we've got, this is the foot from the side. I like that it has a little bit of height here. I actually think I'm going to add a little bit more height, but I can do that in the pattern after. I don't need to add more tape, because it's nice and flat now. It's easy for me to just add height. And so this is, let me just give you some different angles to look at it by. Yeah, so that's what it would look like. Good, good. I'm actually going to go over these lines one more time because they were changed a little bit since I've made these a little bit taller. I need to add some more line to go up the foot. Come, foot. We're going to get tall now. Alright, cool. Nice. So those lines go all the way up the heel. Huh? Me just throwing it. It's very, very light, so. Cool. I think that's it. I mean, let's cut it. Where is my comb? I knew I brought my comb. The problem with having my kind of hair, it's like super, super thin. And so it tangles super, super easy. That wouldn't be so much of a problem if it also wasn't super, super long. So, those two suffering things make my hair need to be brushed every 5.5 minutes. Do you ever just furry? Yo!
I feel furry. I just furry all the time. So there's some kids I hear outside of the apartment sometimes, and I just really badly want to just go out there in my fursuit and just hang out. I just love hanging out with kids. Kids are so fun. Like little kids, like 5. They're just so cute. Fursuiting around kids is just the best experience. But I don't know, because freaking COVID, and I'm scared the parents will just be mad to me. So, I don't know. Caitlin's fear. Clover's fear. Figby's fear. The problem. You know, I never thought I would go by 3 names, ever. It's getting too complicated for me now. Okay, ever since, who said that? Was that Spartan? I think it was Spartan. Yeah, it was. Ever since Spartan said apples, I'm really, really wanting some apples. Very, very badly. So now I'm just cutting along these lines, trying to get these tape patterns off to the best of accuracy that I can possibly do. And it would be a little bit better if I used the X-Acto blade, but the X-Acto blade seems to be a little bit dull today. Thankfully, I managed to stop at Ace Hardware, and I got some more. Woo! Got some more blades, even though I just threw it on the ground. Blades. Here we go. I threw it on the ground. Man, that is an old YouTube video. Nobody even probably knows. Macintosh apple is best apple. Yes! Alright, at least Yoda, you remember what I'm talking about. I threw it on the ground. That's not my dad, that's a cell phone. It's just such a dumb video. It loses me at the end, but you know, most of the video is pretty great. Yeah! Happy birthday to the ground. Throws the 4 kids' cake. Just. I'm an adult. Alright. Let's get a new blade in here. Yeah! Alright. Let's see if this helps. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Just suddenly it's just going right through. That's amazing. New blades are great, but boy. I don't know if they just get dull fast normally, or if it's just because of what I do here with them. But they just get so... They just get so dull so fast. How do you throw your dad to the ground? I think you'd have to just see the video. I'm pretty sure it's just called I Threw It on the Ground. It's a really great video. Most of the video. I mean, the end's kind of weird, but whatever. It's fine. Hey, Sparky! How you doing? Are you feeling like boop today? I just really want to wear my fursuit and have other people wear their fursuit, and then we could just boop everybody noses and just, oh! That's how you can tell when you're a real furry, am I right? I really miss those fur bowls. I really wish, I really wish they would hold them again. I'm tempted to throw my own little mini furmy in the area of just, because I just met a few recent furries that are nice people that live in the area, so I know that there are furries around here. So if I just throw a little mini fur meet outdoors in a park or something, maybe just like a few people, I don't know. I'm just dying to wear my fursuit. dad being thrown to the ground. Okay, but you see the dad is on the cell phone. So the cell phone is being thrown to the ground. Everything is being thrown to the ground. This guy has an affinity for throwing things to the ground, and that's why it's funny. Everything to the ground. I gotta watch that movie or that video after I'm done here, because that's just really funny. That's a good one. No! I feel that. I haven't met up with my Z&Z group in a long time. Even though we always just met up digitally, we just all got busy. So I know that feeling. I'm sorry. I know it's really lame. Oh, I accidentally folded this tape. Oops. Now I gotta straighten that out. Oh, I'll try. America, I am confusion. How did I miss that? You know, I feel that. I feel the negative. I feel negative brain cells. I agree. He does not, unfortunately, throw his fatherly figure to the ground. Now, if you want to see that, look up judo. Or if you want, I can throw some people to the ground, because I really love doing that. I love punching, and I love throwing. I love violence. Yeah, I miss my D&D group. We made a homebrew class for me because I'm too furry to go with a regular anything else. So I'm a werewolf. And, actually, if anybody has seen Skelefro, he's my DM, the Dungeon Master. He hangs out in the chat sometimes, but he's usually pretty busy, but he streams on his own. He does a lot of classic games, like Pikmin and Zelda Ocarina of Time, and games that I've just never gotten around to, but I know are very, very good games, so it's really fun for me to watch him do his streams while I'm working on my stuff. He doesn't sound very nice. Can I throw his dad to the ground? You know, if his dad is near me, then yes, I will. Just for you, Spartan. I really like that idea, actually. Thanks for keeping me entertained, guys. This part is kind of boring. Just cutting off the patterns, making the patterns. It's the fur, that's the exciting part. Alright, so we got one chunk off. That's the side of the foot here. Ta-da! I'm gonna actually write on it what it is. Foot right side. That's what I'm gonna write. And I forgot to draw the arrows of which direction the fur goes. So for something like this, the fur should probably go just straight down. So I'm gonna put the arrow going straight down. That's where the fur needs to go. There we go. Okay, got it. Foot side. Which side? If this is my left foot, I'm gonna pretend this is my left foot, so I'll say it's the right inside. Cool. So I labeled it as foot, the side in foot, the side right, the inside of the foot. On a cell phone at a birthday, SMH my head. Yes, I love it when people say that. It's so cursed. SMH my head. I don't know why that's so fun for me, but it's just such a cursed statement that it makes me happy. Alright, so far so good. Getting through this. We now have the heel. I'm gonna draw the arrow down right here. Good. This tape sticks to everything. I guess that's the point, though, isn't it? Cool. Now I've got to cut off this top piece here, which is gonna be kind of annoying. It's just because the toes are connected and it's rounded. I'm just gonna kind of curve. Man, I hate cutting out patterns. It's actually... No, I don't hate it as much as I hate shaving fur. I hate that. Shaving fur is bad because it gets all over and then you choke on it. Shaving fur is definitely the worst, but cutting patterns, I don't care for either. So what part do I like, you ask? I don't know. Apparently nothing. It's like, boy, I sure love making fursuits. I just hate this part, and this part, and this part. Actual fool. Well, I'm really glad Rissy is almost done. I've been kind of taking my sweet old time finishing up, but I'm glad I'm almost done. I'm gonna send her off. She's gonna go to her happy home, and I'm gonna finally get to work on some of my other commissions here, because Lord knows you guys have been patient. Yeah, autocorrect. Oh well. Okay, I labeled this part foot top, which checks out, I guess. It is the top of the foot. And now we just gotta cut off these two toes, and we'll be good. Oh. Why am I yawning? I slept all day. Alright, so these lines that we drew is actually a really great place to draw the arrow, too. So, I'm going to do that, and then I'll show you what it looks like. There we go. Okay, so I drew the arrow right on top of that line that already exists right here. So we know which way the fur goes, is directly down that arrow. Let's see. This is mid-toe, and this is end-toe. So I guess this would be the right, and this would be right also. Just gotta think about it. Oh, okay! Hey, thanks for hanging out with us for a little while, Sparky. That was nice of you. I hope you get a good rest, and I hope you, shoot, what did you say you were doing earlier? Oh, your DM group, right? Your D&D group. I hope your D&D group meets again soon. Yeah, have a good one. Get some good sleeps. Okay, so we've got some toes here. These are actually pretty easy to peel off. I just gotta cut the line in between, but there is no line in between because of the way I taped it. So honestly, I just gotta cut this little black line and just peel the whole thing right off. So, let's do that. I'm actually gonna probably peel it off first and then cut the little line. Ooh. Okay, so if you're ever at a part where the tape decides to split apart, get some more tape and tape that back up immediately, because if that starts to rip apart, it'll change the shape of the pattern, and that is no good. I know, because Sonic told me. That's no good. So, there we go. I'm gonna put some more tape on here. There we go. Now it should not rip off. Aw, you are welcome. Have a good night. Okay. I put more tape on there so it wouldn't rip off, and then it ripped off anyways, so. See, here's the problem. The side of the toe kind of curled under. I'm gonna put it back on, tape it better, and then I'll take it off again. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Because I don't want the pattern to get changed. That's the big thing here. We don't want the pattern to get messed up. More tape! Me picking tape out of the garbage. Okay. There we go. That's better. That's better. So hopefully this actually stays. Yay! No, I'm not sure why I'm using these scissors. I have specific tape scissors. These are actually non-stick scissors. These are like the coolest things ever. They actually don't stick to tape. I know that didn't focus, but I'm pretty sure you guys could read it. They don't stick to tape, and it's amazing. It's very, very, very helpful. I cut tape all the time. For patterning, if I have a duct tape dummy, I gotta cut apart. So having non-stick scissors, and they do not stick. They're awesome. Alright, so I cut that little line here, and I'm able to flatten this out. There, we're able to make our round earth flat. I told you it was possible. Alright, so... what's going on here? Oh, this is fine. Okay. Cool. Cool, huh? Alright, so, we have 5 parts now. We have the top, the side, the heel, and 2 toes, which we can mirror over to do the other 2 toes. So, honestly, I don't intend to keep the entire foot made out of foam like this. I intended just to, fill it with stuffing. I just needed to make this foam shape this one time so that I could, get the pattern from it. And I'm able to adjust the pattern as time goes on, but now that I have the basic pattern, I'm able to, that's how I have to start. Because this is a brand new pattern that I just developed, so. Cool, huh? Thank you for that, Yodi. You know I love my Zelda CDI references. I appreciate it. You're the only one that ever goes along with it with me. I just thank you. All right. Excellent. So, surprisingly, I'm actually going to trace these to a piece of paper. The reason I'm going to do this, normally if you make a pattern, like for the face or something, whatever, you have this pattern, you just put it on your fur, you trace it, and then you take the pattern, you chuck it. It goes in the garbage. Because every single head, well, at least for me, every single head I make is unique, so I can't reuse the pattern. But for this, I actually want to be able to use the pattern many times again in the future. So instead of tracing this onto the fur, I'm actually just going to trace it onto my paper here. And, yeah. There we go. So, then I can keep it around for a long time. And it'll be a little bit easier to edit the pattern also if it's on a sheet of paper rather than on this tape, because the tape is, not only is it sticky, but it's also all kind of warped and weird, so having it on a nice flat sheet of paper is a really excellent way just to get your pattern easy to tell what's going on. And you could do this too if you were making just a regular head or something. If you prefer to trace it onto your fur using a regular sheet of paper. But normally I just find it's an extra step. I'll usually just take whatever tape I made and trace that onto the fur. Ooh. Here we go. Okay. So I've noticed that just from streaming, I've actually gotten quite a wonderful, what's the word? I'm getting, here's me trying to say that I'm getting better at communication, and I'm not able to speak about how I'm getting better at communication. Like, I'm getting better at speaking to people. I don't know, I didn't think it would work, because it's digital, but I'm getting better at talking to people. It's cool. Hey, Cran, how's it going? Look, we've got some Feetpaws for you working. We're getting there. Yeah! There's Rissy. Oh! Let me bring her up to the camera for you. She is almost done. Oh, come here, you. Oh, yeah, I'm also painting the eyes, so I'm going to send you some images of the eyes later. So here's her. The lighting isn't doing her ears justice, but it's very cute. I really like how she's coming out. Fur. Oh, also, I'm stupid. Oh, no, I forgot the hair. Okay, so my estimate is that I'll be done with Rissy this weekend, but the problem is I'm still waiting for the wig in the mail. I'm going to keep you updated on that. As soon as the wig comes in, it should take, like, maybe an hour to finish. But, I do need the wig to come in first. And, of course, we've got your super cute matching tail here. It's even got that burgundy-ish red color. And hand paws. Very cute hand paws. I really love these ones. Oh, good. I'm really glad you like it. I really, really love these hand paws, too. I love the squeaker. There we go. You gotta kind of pull it on to get it on nice and good. You pull the lining there. Oh, that feels so satisfying. Yee! Well, I really hope you like her. I'm sorry it took me so long. It's a combination of me being a slowpoke and me being a perfectionist. Two very slow traits, but... Oh! Thank you! Well, you just made that collage thing for me that I saw on the Discord, and that is something I could never do, so that was awesome. So you're just as talented in other ways, seriously. Yee! But I'm really glad you like it. I cannot wait to ship her out to you. You've been so patient. I'm very excited. I can't wait to put her hair on there so you can see how she's so close. So close. But yeah, I'm gonna send you some images later on Discord when I'm done painting the eyes so you can see if you like it or if you want me to try something else. Yeah. Yes! Yeah! Oh, I'm so excited. The wig should be coming any day now, seriously. So, seriously, as soon as it's here, I can ship it basically that same day, probably, so. I'm so excited. I hope you get lots of good pictures. That might be the best part of making fursuits, is when you're all done and you ship it out and everybody is just so excited and happy. It's just such a fun moment, you know? Yeah! Hey, Bad! Yeah, we're making Feetpaws. These are kind of more like a slipper shape. Yeah. Oh! Thank you, Grant. Yeah, I do. I have a very annoying life right now. But you know what? Everybody is busy all the time. Thank you for your understanding. You're so sweet. As long as you like it, I guess that's the most important thing. So yeah, right now what we're doing is we made the pattern for the Feetpaws here with tape. We marked it up pretty good, and now we're transferring it onto this piece of paper so I can have a good pattern to work off of. And we're going to trace it on some fur and cut out the fur, sew the fur, shave the fur, and sew the fur together, and then we have Feetpaws. And that's how it goes. Oh! Well, thank you, Cran. I'm really glad you're excited. That makes me all the more excited, too. There we go. I hope this doesn't rip the paper. There we go. All right, so now we have a pattern here. I'm very excited. My hair is being stupid. I was telling everybody earlier, it's because I went to bed with it kind of damp, and I never should have done that because it makes it fluffy. And when it's fluffy, it's untamable. So now I have to keep my comb with me all the time. Alright, so a toe end right, toe mid right. Okay, I just have to keep labeling what it is I've done. Make sure everything is labeled so you know exactly what you're dealing with. Here we go. And I gotta make sure that the fur line, the arrow, is showing in the right direction. Because you don't want the arrow to be angled at all, because that will mess up your pattern so bad. If you cut the fur in the wrong direction, I mean. Okay, so I'm almost done. I've got 3 more of these sticky tape patterns to trace. And I'm going to put this down here so you guys can see how I'm doing it. This one's just straight up a square. This is just a square. But it's a good square. I need it. The square is for the heel. It goes around this flat back section right here. That's why it's a square. Okay. Let me straight up arrow. Heel. Good. Now I'll know that that's the heel. I actually need another sheet of paper. Here we go. I'm actually running out of paper. That's a problem. I like seriously depend on paper, so I might need to get some more. Maybe I can jack some paper from Fell. Alright. Far out. I was watching a lot of JonTron lately. I'm just gonna stop at that. That's a pretty good sentence on its own. There we go. Yeah, I miss when JonTron did more video game videos, because I love video games. Video games are great, but more than playing them, I'm more into how they're made. I love video game history. I love video game science, like computer science, but of video games. It's just incredibly interesting to me. Inside right, inside, good, okay. Alright, we're on our last sticky pattern here. Oh no! Grad, no! You are so sweet. You were literally so kind, I can't. We're both just too good. If we ever met up, the earth would just explode because we're both good people. And it's just, it can't handle it. We're both just too cool. Just a dumb fun sentence. Yeah, JonTron used to do more video game videos. Now he just does kind of every topic, which is fine. Honestly, it gets him more views because more people are interested in things that can be related to everybody rather than just video games alone. So I don't blame him, but video games, man, that's how I found him, because I love video games. There's so many things I want to do, and making my own video game is one of them. I'm such a furry. I want to make the most furry video game ever, and the only reason I haven't yet is because I've got so many other things happening. I'm working on YouTube videos. I'm working on, well, you know, in the background, karate. And I'm working on fursuits, not just for me, but for others, and commissions. And honestly, I don't even have time for 3D modeling. I haven't done any 3D modeling in so long. Okay, well, not that long. But it's like I just don't have time for everything I want to do. And it's just a shame because to get good at something, you have to do it every day, non-stop. I know, it's so close. It's so close. I cannot wait to mail this out to you. Yee! I'm so excited that you're excited. Excitement is the most fun thing. It's just excitement is like the one good thing in life. Yeah. I'm very close to finishing. I'm just cutting out these patterns now so we can trace them onto some fur. Yeah, like, if you want to... Me getting distracted. If you want to get better at something, you have to do it every day. Like, people who are professional animators, that's because they do animation every day. They draw every day. People who are professional musicians, they play their instruments every day. So, for me to be able to be good at all these different skills, it's kind of impossible, because I gotta do everything every day. Just... Speaking of drawing, Esbion! Esbion is like one of the best artists I ever met. Hi, how you doing? Spartan, I am back and I had to fill propane. Did you also have to fill propane accessories? Propane and propane accessories. I haven't seen King of the Hill in actual years. Yay! That's so exciting, Espion. I'm so glad. It's not... Well, it's exciting for me. I don't know. It might not be super exciting. I don't know. I'm having fun. We're making feet paws. Feety feets. And you can actually see the inside, because I didn't glue this down, so you can see. Poggers. Oh, Cran says, you can barely hear me because you're with your family. That's fine. Whatever. That's not important. I just kind of talk about random stuff anyways. Alright, so here's the side of the foot, which goes right here. We're just cutting out patterns, and these are the parts that go directly onto the foot. So this top piece goes here, and it's kind of like a puzzle that you make yourself. Actually commissions. I'm finishing up some feet paws for this head back here. Yeah. So that one's actually almost going to be mailed out very, very soon. As soon as the feet paws are done, and a little bit extra. I gotta do some eyes, but yeah. Yeah. That emote is really good. I know, I'm so excited. I love sending out stuff. It's so fun when you finally finish. Because it's really fun making this stuff, of course, but sending it out is the best because everybody, it's just, you get to show off what you did, and the person gets to get it, and they get so excited. It's just the most fun part, is just finally shipping it off. And then you have to worry about the mail being, losing it or something, but let's not talk about that. I know, I'm so excited. So here's the pattern for the toe here on the end. Let me put it together so you can see. Put it together to the best of my ability. Paper patterns aren't that, they don't stay very well. Yeah, this isn't gonna do. Anyways, this is supposed to go here, right on the end here. It will make more sense later. There we go. I mean, I'm trying. This is just... It's fighting me. Okay. Okay, 2 more to cut out, guys, and then we can start tracing it onto the fur. Getting intense now. I'm getting so close. Yeah, I know, right? Spartan, that's my most feared thing ever, is that something bad will happen in shipping. Because I've heard of it happening before, and I don't like talking about it because it stresses me out, and I don't stress anybody else out, but I have heard of fursuits getting lost in the mail, and I'm just like... Like, I actually charge a pretty good price for fursuits, and, well, I do that one because I'm a younger maker, and so people are kind of more scared to try taking on a younger maker. So if you charge less, you're more likely to find some people who are willing to, you know, take a chance on you. And so I don't charge less because I don't believe in my skills. But anyways, it's not like I'm making absolute bank on these fursuits. I'm making not that much extra profit, believe it or not, given the amount of hours I put into it. And to see something that I spent so many extra hours that I didn't really, I mean, there's a lot of steps I could skip. Believe me. But I don't skip steps. I don't. I want everything to be as perfect as possible. I will go over seams like 3 times when I could get away with going over it once. Like, so for all those steps that I don't skip, all this hard work I put into it, just to hear a fursuit getting lost in the mail would just destroy me. Because that's just, ooh, that would just really hurt. I'm gonna drink from the tears of my enemies again. Makes me nervous, yeah. Yeah, Canada. That's even scarier because, yeah, getting it across the border is it's another, it's another whole issue you gotta add to the list. Oh! Just a second, I gotta go cry. Thank you so much. Seriously, I'm very super appreciative that you chose to trust me. Thank you so much. And it's really nice of you to watch me stream too. You don't even have to. Espion, that's really cute. I gotta hold Moon. That's really cute. Yee, I know, right? I've tried it on a few times. It's really fun. Ugh. Me making sounds because I'm old. It's too hard to stand up. So the eyes, I 3D printed the eyes, and the way 3D printers work is it builds up layer upon layer. So, it's actually not waterproof. It's waterproof, but water can get stuck within the crevices and get moldy and stuff. So although the filament itself is waterproof, the piece, so I always have to paint over a few layers of the eyes. So this white layer, this white is actually already painted. So now I just gotta paint the little white, the little colors on the inside, the mesh. Yeah, it's big! It's pretty big. Ugh. The fact that she likes to grip on well to the head is a good thing. It's really, honestly, I think the hardest part for me so far of making fursuits is getting the right grip. Because sometimes I make it slightly too tight and I have to go in there and loosen it up. But sometimes I make it too loose and I have to, no, it's too loose or it's too tight and I have to fix it. But you need your fursuit head to be tight so that when you look around it doesn't bounce around. But you don't want it to be too tight where it's not comfortable. So it's very, very difficult, especially with everybody having slightly different head sizes, like slightly different. It makes a big difference. Let me just put this on. Oh. Cute. I got the hand paws here. Let me just wear somebody else's fursuit. But I gotta try it on at some point, so... I love it. Yeah, I can't wait for you to do a photo shoot. Yay! I'm very, very, very excited. And I'm glad you are too. So of course, oh yeah, the blue. The blue is so pretty. It's a very pretty color. Rissy's just up there like, look in my mouth. Gonna angle her down so she's looking at us. I'll put her on this this head again in a minute. I'll deal with it later. Now I have hair in my face. Oh! Espeon, really? I love that game! Oh! See, the thing is, I hate dealing with social media, so I just don't even check, but if you ever play GTA again, hit me up. I flippin' love GTA. Me talking about GTA. Oh! Alright, maybe when I'm done here today, I'll see if you guys are, still playing. Because seriously, I haven't played that in ages. Honestly, my favorite thing to do on GTA is just fly planes. I don't know why, it's really fun for me to try to do tricks. I like doing the spins and trying to get under the bridge. I went under a bridge upside down once. That was my crowning achievement. Okay, so we've got these 5 pieces that represent the entirety of this foot. And, so we probably should start tracing them onto the fur, but the problem is here, 90% of time, I actually prefer to shave it first, and that totally is dependent on the maker, but I prefer to shave the fur first before I cut it, because I feel like I can personally get it more even. And if you see some fursuits out there that are a little bit more scraggly looking, not that they're bad, but I do think that a lot of fursuits that need a little bit more work on, I think the only thing is that the fur is kind of not flattened enough. I've seen a lot of fursuit makers that if they just spent a little bit more time making the fur even, I think their fursuits would turn out better. And that's not to hate on any fursuit makers at all. I've noticed that in the end it really does make a big difference how straight and even you cut the fur. So for like the nobody out there that's ever watching me for tips, if you are cutting fur, I know it's awful, but do your best to keep it flat, as even as you can. Really, Espeon? That's amazing. I wanna fly co-pilot with you and then hit F and jump out of the plane. Wait, really, Spartan? Seriously? Epic Games. Okay, they give out free games once in a while, right? Like, I haven't checked. Alright, okay, you guys all caught me. I do this sometimes. I don't know why. I have rolls of tape, and I just put them on. I don't know where this came from, but I just do this. I know I'm weird. I've done this for as long as I can remember. It's just fun. It's like a big bracelet. But yeah, I know Epic Games gives out free games once in a while. You just gotta keep an eye on it. And I've gotten a few good games from them before, but I didn't know that they gave out GTA at some point, but I guess since it's an older game, and they don't make much money anyways from the original selling of it. They make their money from shark cards, so I guess it makes sense. Bad says, Epic Games give out new free games every Thursday, but there are 3 smaller games out. But this Thursday, they will be giving away Hint of Fate 2 and Alien Isolation. Interesting! As long as it's not, Aliens Colonial Marines, am I right? Borderlands would like to enter the chat. Yeah, nobody knows what I'm talking about, but you know what? I do. I'm sorry, there is just hair everywhere. It's driving me crazy. I guess I could tie it up, but Dadgers, you should just hop on with us. I've been thinking about doing some, like, you know how our Discord server has, like, a chat section? I thought about just hanging out on the voice chat and just, playing games with some of you guys. I don't know why we haven't done this before. Probably because I'm busy, but I think it'd be really fun just to talk with you guys. Twitch Prime Loot. I've never heard of that. I think that's really cool. I like that I like that they're giving out some games. I think that's really helpful. It's definitely good, I'm not trying to... Good promotion. That's not what I'm trying to say, but that's the closest I can think of. For their company, it makes them look good when they just give out free games. It makes them look like a good company, like nice people. Which is... yeah. And there's so many games these days that nobody's going to afford to play every single game. So having some free games is really nice. You're able to actually try more of the games that exist out there. Well, yeah, so I was saying, I don't know if I should do this on stream because I have to shave the fur and it's going to take a long time. So maybe I can start shaving the fur and, yeah, because that takes me quite a while. Let me see here. I always knew my Mega Man mug would come in use for something. Bass is my boy. He's so strong. I know a lot of people like all kinds of different manga, anime, shows. I like Mega Man. It's not... I mean, I know it's mostly a video game series. We don't talk about the anime usually. But, I just really like the idea behind it. Like, I like that they're digital robots in a digital universe, and my favorite part, honestly, is just the character design. The character design is just awesome. Especially the X series. It's so good. Character design is what gets me. It makes me happy. There we go. Thank you for that, Bass. He's holding on to my papers. Yeah, I'm running out of paper. I might need to go steal some paper from Fel, actually. Cursed Forge for Minecraft. I thought Forge was like the mod loader thing. So, if that's true, is that a cursed mod loader? Because that sounds pretty sick, actually. Really? That would be cool. If you could use Twitch to get games. The thing is, ain't nobody got time to play games. The only time I allow myself to play games, it's very rare. Usually I'm laying in bed, just about to go to bed. Or, if I play it on a stream or something. Ain't nobody got time for that. Unfortunately. It's sad, but... Beastars! Okay, now that is a show I've been wanting to watch for a long time, but honestly, I can't watch stuff that I need to focus on. I need to watch stuff that, I've seen before, like SpongeBob. I could just watch SpongeBob for years. or I need to watch something that I can only half pay attention to because it's not super important. So when I watch, if I want to watch Beastars or something that I really, really want to watch, I need my full focus, you know? And it's, trying to find time for full focus is hard these days. Alright, Espeon says Beastars is awesome. Alright, then that's it right there. Ain't nobody got time for that. Yes. I put I put Indigo's tail up here. Actually, Spartan, well, I got you here. That's the next thing I want to work on stream, is your tail, because I really like tails. I was wondering if, I know you wanted a curly, tail. Do you want it, like, extra big, or extra small, or do you just want it, like, a regular size? I just wanted to ask. I mean, you probably want it regular size, but, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you want it extra, extra large. So I figured I would ask while you're here, because that's the thing I want to start next on stream. Probably Tuesday, because I think Thursday we're going to do some finishing up on Rissy, maybe. So I'm not sure what we're doing Thursday yet. Actually, depends how far I get on the weekend. I mean, on today and tomorrow over Wednesday. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to show you without a visual. I mean, I'm sure you just want a regular size tail that matches the size of your fursuit. But I figured I would ask if you, in particular, wanted an extra larger or smaller size. Ooh, what did I drop? Oh, no! Oh, I dropped a whole ton of patterns. Alright, hang on. I gotta go digging under the desk. Digging. So this is cool. Here's something I forgot to show you guys. This is actually the pattern that I drew out for the foot. Here's the bottom. Here's the hole that you cut out for the inside, so you can fit your foot in there. And here's the toes and the claws, how they're supposed to look. And I also have cutouts of just the toe and just the claws. So yeah, very helpful. That's what I spilled all over the floor just now. Appropriate size for the suit and my style. My style! Not lame. Oh, yes! You know what? If you can... Are you able to tell me that, on Discord, Spartan? Because that would help me a lot to make sure I remember when I check on it. I think I can. But yeah. I might actually, if you want those words on there, I might have to make it bigger. So, it might just end up being the size it has to be, which is gonna be probably in the larger size if we're gonna try to put some words on there. So, okay, sweet, thank you. That'll help me remember. Given that it's a tail and it is smaller, I'll make the pattern for it and I'll see what I can do, and I'll let you know if words are feasible or not. But, yeah, we're gonna try. I'll try my best. You can only get so far with tails, but, I have a plan. I think I know what I can do to make it work. Yes, big husky tail! Woo! Husky tails are so fun! I want to have a husky OC one day. Okay, so I've got these 5 pieces for the foot. Let's drown in fur. Okay. So. Yeah. Indigo's tail is just big, big, big. And I love it. I showed my sister and she was like, Whoa! What is that? She was highly impressed, so I hope that means you'll be impressed too, Indigo. Okay, so, actually, I wanna check this thing. Okay, so here's our foot. Actually, some of these parts we can leave long, and some of them I do want to shave. And, honestly, let's see what happens if we leave it all long except the toes. I think that'll actually be okay. Let's try it. So, that being said... I love that. Bigby is not the smartest wolf, but I wish we could. I mean, maybe one day we could RP our characters together, because I'm kind of very, very curious what would happen if we roleplayed all of our characters together. Ah! Oh boy, I'm dropping stuff. Okay, we got our fur here. Come here, camera. Get a little closer so everybody can see. Sweet. Okay. Actually, a little bit. There we go. Good, good. So, the parts I'm going to leave short are the toes. And these two pieces are the toes here. So, I'm going to set these aside for now. And we're just going to cut out these few pieces that are longer first, so we don't have to shave them yet. That way we can get a lot of fur on the foot today, and you guys can see it. We'll see how far we get with the toes themselves, because those need to get shaved, and that's, yeah, a bit extra work, but... Okay. Gotta make sure this pencil is nice and sharp. So, the top of the foot. It's literally labeled foot top. So this one is not mirrored at all. I can just trace this one big thing, and then it's the entirety of the top of the foot. That's so funny, you guys. Does anybody have a character that's not a silly dummy? Because from what I'm gathering in our chat right now, all of our OCs are just really goofy and dummy. Which is fine, but it's just funny. You made a Discord server and you forgot to finish to start drinking. You know what? That sounds great. I could go for some orange juice. Ooh, or apple juice. Since you brought up apples earlier, now I'm really wanting some apples. I love dipping apples in caramel. It's so good. But not jump, just not think. Oh, got it. Yeah, that checks out. Alright, so this is the side of the foot, which is right here. Just this whole section right here. So I'm actually going to need 2 of these. So I'm going to do it once, and then I'm going to flip it over and do the other side. So I got to make sure that the arrow here is drawn on both sides. So I'm going to hold it up to the lamp so I can see through the paper and draw the other arrow. Ah! There we go. I draw it on myself! Oh! I hate it when I do that. Because then, whenever I'm out and about, I feel like people are like, why do you just have this huge marking all over you? And it's just like... Ah, yes. Orange juice and apple juice for the adults. I've never drank any kind of alcoholic beverage, and I don't know, it's just funny because whenever I'm at, well, at least back when fur meets were a thing, when I was at a fur meet, the fur meets I used to go to, the fur bowls, there were just people drinking all over the place, but there were also some younger furries there, and, you know, they weren't drinking, so at least I wasn't the only one. Not that I'm against trying it, I just haven't found a right time or place. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to hold my alcohol. If I tried it, I would need somebody to make sure I didn't go insane. Hey, Sonic, how you doing? We're just making some feeties. Some little slippery paws. Alright, now I gotta cut this out, and gotta leave a little seam allowance all the way around. You guys know the drill. We've done this many, many times. Just a slight little area extra around this marked black marking to make sure we have enough area to actually sew the thing. Sonic, I'm just sitting here doing nothing. You know, I feel that. That is totally fine. Sometimes the best moments in life are when you're just sitting and doing nothing. Oh! Cool, Espeon! Yeah! Is that the one you posted before, or is it a new one? Because I saw some of that really cool art you've posted before, but I didn't know if that, I don't know if that's the same character or not. Everybody's jealous because I know Espeon in real life, and Espeon is just the best artist, and she's such a great person, and everybody's jealous of me now. Oh, okay, so yeah, those were commissions and birthday gifts. That checks out. Well, that's really cool. Let me check the Discord. Wow, you guys get to see all my freckles on my arm. Oh my gosh! What? That's amazing! That is awesome. Is she like a homebrew Khajiit class? Or is she's just, I mean, obviously some kind of homebrew class, but what is with me today? I can't speak. Some kind of homebrew race. Some kind of, I don't know, or she just cat. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? I love that. Yeah, if you don't have a persona, that's fine, but man, that is close enough for me. That makes me really happy. Slowly, I will get everybody to have a fursona, even happy or negative sites, whatever he's going by these days. That's right, I'm coming for him too. He was the first one that ever even told me what the heck a furry was. I was like, he's been my friend for years and years, although I haven't seen him in a while, but he said to me, in a teasing way, many times that I am a furry, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. And, right? And I'm like, okay, whatever, you just, whatever. But then, as time went on, I was like, huh, this furry stuff isn't that bad. And I started looking into it, and I'm like, man, this, oh my god, I'm a furry. And he figured it out long before I did. So, you know what? Points to him. But also, it's kind of his fault I'm a furry, so. Yeah, I mean, I was in college. I was pretty old to be just learning about furries. A lot of people who have just, I mean, a lot of people are more in tune with the internet, and they know about these things. Not me. I had no flippin' idea. But alas, here we are years later. And not only am I furry, but I'm contributing heavily to the fandom. Espeon, yeah. LOL. Oh, the race is oh, okay, okay. I got it. Tabaxi, something like that. That's cool. I can't believe I've never heard of that before, actually. Interesting. I legitimately didn't know that. That's cool. Next time I make a new D&D character, I'm gonna have to, keep that in mind. I've always wanted to do a custom Skyrim world of a D&D campaign. I always thought that would be so fun. I just want to go kill Horkers and, you know, fight Draugr and sing the Dragonborn song. That would be a fun thing to do if you're a bard, let me tell you. Dodgers! I just read that. You use them to torment your players while they travel through thick woods. Yeah. I always forget that you're a dungeon master, Dodgers. I don't know why I forget that, but I totally... Play a Lycan and I'll play my Tabaxi. Yes! Yes! That's all I want to do is just kill things. I mean, yeah, kill things. Alright. This is good. This is good, guys. We're getting pretty far here. So I can put the top on. It's a little low. I'm trying to get used to this lighting situation. Still working on it. Still not satisfied. Heel here. Front of the foot here. Put the side. Oh, I dropped it. Ugh. Things are falling. I play a homebrew werewolf class, so at the moment, so I'm pretty sure it's probably very close to Lycan already. I would not be able to play D&D if I couldn't be some kind of furry character. I would be very upset. Okay, so this actually looks great. So let's actually pin these together and get them sewn so we can see how it goes. There we go. Alright. Move, you head. I don't know where to put this. That's the story of my life. I don't know where to put anything. Too much stuff. Not enough space. That's the struggle of being a fursuit maker. Not only do you need a ton of space, but a ton of storage. You need just as big of a storage space as you need a workspace. It's just... struggle. Oh, Tabaxi aren't an official race. Okay. Okay, I thought I didn't read about it in the book. I actually have the, I don't know where I put it. I actually have the main 5e guide around here somewhere, but, yeah, I recall that there wasn't anything particularly furry, so I figured it was some kind of thing. Yeah, that makes sense. That's very cool. I would love to, I would just love to try that. Honestly, it sounds like, my Harpy character I made a while ago. Long before I'm gonna pin these together. What? Oh, thank you very much for following, Espion. I appreciate it. I'm gonna pin these together so we can, sew them up and see how it looks on the foot. Thank you, Dodgers. I appreciate the prospect of possibly being tormented. Alright, what was I saying? Oh, yes! Long before I was a fursuit maker, long before, I actually had made a character that I never developed too much, but I did play it in a D&D game once or twice, and her name was Clover, and she was a homebrew, harpy, who is quite tribal, but also completely insane. Like, the most insane character I've ever written and or played as in a roleplay setting ever in my entire life. And it was a ton of fun. I love Clover. Since she's a harpy, I have her she looks she looks mostly human, but she has bird legs and feet, and she actually doesn't even have arms at all. They're just wings. So it was a lot of fun to play with her because I had to come up with very clever ways how to hold backpacks and how to examine things, how to open chests and keys, and it was very fun because all she has is her feet and her wings. So it was very, very fun. But then I made my business name CloverCat, and so now it's I mean, I can differentiate it in my name because I've known Clover as my character for a long time, but I don't know. It's just now it's kind of strange. I'm not sure if I should rename her or what. More insane than my normal character, than my regular current. Yeah, much. Yodi, you're in my DM group or D&D group, like Narity, So I would love to see Clover and Narity together because they basically are the same exact personality, and it, yeah, the world would just be on fire. Oh, SBN, you remember Clover? Yeah, that's because I never really gave her a design when I was when we were still roommates and stuff. You never really saw her. I've designed her since then. I have to show some art of her, but it's all kind of outdated. I think I should redraw her. But I know what she looks like in my head. I just gotta do it. Which would be easier if I hadn't have lost my tablet pen. You know, Dangers, I would not argue that. That sounds pretty great. Espeon, yes. What is an Arachocran? What is that? Alright, I gotta run this piece through the sewing machine, which thankfully only take 2 seconds, because it's not some kind of difficult fabric, it's just regular fur, which is pretty easy to sew through. This one. Aarakocra? Interesting. Oh, I love that. Man, I miss Cersei. She's so cool. My friends are cool. Here we go. Okay. You know, I was just reminded today how many friends I actually have. I just forgot how lucky I am. Dang. I just... Maybe I could do it better now. I've just always had trouble keeping relationships with people who are far away because I'm much better in person talking with people, but I mean, now that I've been streaming for a while, maybe it'd be easier for me to keep up relationships through digital internet stuffs, maybe. We'll see. I don't know, because most of my friends, they just live so far away from me. It's very sad. Hang on, guys, just a sec. Okay, one down, one to go. I like to cut off the threads as I go so it doesn't get out of hand and start getting tangled in other stuff. Just keep it clean and you'll be happy for it later. Oh, bird people, yeah! Umber, that's cool. I don't remember what it looks like, though. Please tell me it's an amber-colored character. Like, because that would make me happy. I've heard of Kenku. I know Kenku is a thing, but I've never heard of Aarakocra. I need to... Alright, there we go. Ooh, okay. Please do. Maybe I'll actually check my DMs once in a 5 moons. Yeah, we all know I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm just kidding. I need to check my DMs more often. I just kind of let them sit sometimes because I get overwhelmed. There's just so many DMs and I'm just like, how can I it just blows my mind. I'm an anomaly. I love talking to people. I live stream, yet at the same time, I get nervous to answer DMs, and I get overwhelmed if I have more than, like, 3. It's like, what am I? Because I don't know. Okay, guys, this is looking a lot better. Let me turn off this light, maybe? The colors are not very good right now. Let me try... make it orange more? We'll try this. There we go, okay. It's a little bit better. So this is how this thing can look. I might need to shave down the fur a little bit. I don't want it to drag down like this too badly, but I'll do that after. After it's all sewn together, I can go around and trim the fur so it's not dragging. Because if it drags like that, that's just going to pick up dirt and dust and ew. Yeah. This is going to look pretty good. So I'm going to sew the back on, and we'll put it on. Yeah, then we'll look at this one more time and see how it goes. So I turned the lighting to orange, and I don't like it. Ooh. I'm trying orange. So this is natural light. It's bright white. Too bright, almost, actually. Oh, thank you, Espeon. More sketchy and more difficult bird people. That checks out. The harpy race that I came up with in my mind was a tribal, more of a tribal culture, so I guess it's closer to the other one, but I don't know. Maybe there is already some kind of common homebrew harpy race that I didn't know about, but when I pictured harpies, I don't know. I get the feeling that they would probably be more secluded, like living one-on-one. I mean, living alone, like loners. But if I did live in a group, I would get the feeling that they'd probably be more tribal. So, I don't know. It might be just me. Okay, that would be really fun. I'm really great at playing absolutely insanely idiotic, stupid characters. So, for me to play a Kenku would be just... that's just right up my alley. That would be really fun. To be fair, I've been trying to get better at understanding characters, and I mean, that's something I need to be able to do as somebody who, I don't know, I make characters. I'm not a character designer, but getting a phone call that I'm gonna quickly decline. Sorry. I'll answer after stream. Shoot, I don't even know what I was saying. Probably wasn't important. I'm sure it wasn't important. But now I'm curious, though, what the heck I was saying. See, me and my one-tracked mind. If I start thinking about something else, it's like... well, I'm distracted. Can't go back now. But you just said it 5 seconds ago. Doesn't matter. I can't remember. It was too long ago. Alright, I gotta run. Oh, yawning. Gotta run this through the sewing machine one more time. Oh, yeah. I was saying how I'm trying harder to get better at understanding characters, like backgrounds and motivations. Just the idea of how characters work. So they're not just like a... a stereotype. I'm not a writer. I'll never be, and I don't intend to ever get that intense, but I do want to be able to role play better, and I do want to be able to write interesting characters that I can make into fursuits, for example. Yeah. That's the most exciting part of character design. What, the stories? Like the backstory? Because, honestly, I like drawing the characters, and then I'm just like, what do I do now? Now, I get the two terms confused between astronomer and astrologer, but I think astrologer is more horoscopes, and astronomer is actually studying the stars. So you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I did just make a new character that, of course, this was in the middle of the night when I'm supposed to be going to bed, but I'm always most creative when I'm supposed to be going to bed, so, I got the great idea. I just made a really great character that's an astronomer, and it's an owl character. Maybe, let me check on my phone. I have it all written here. It's actually pretty interesting. It's got a backstory and, like, reasons for living and everything. It was, like, the best character I've ever written. It's not a good character, but it's the hardest I've ever tried. So there's that. Can I find it though? Yeah, okay. Well, that's interesting. Sweet, yeah, maybe I'll talk with some of you guys after. I don't feel like starting into this whole me not knowing how to do character design, but, basically, I don't want to share it yet until I'm done designing the character. Like, I don't want to share it publicly, but maybe you guys can help me work on this character of mine, because it's pretty sick. Hang on, I gotta take this. Hello? Hi, I'm sorry I'm streaming. What's the problem? What? Okay, fine. Bye! He just called me to troll! Thanks a lot! I'm gonna punch you when I see you later. Yeah, Bad, actually, you're most likely to be able to help me. Maybe you can help me out later. Okay, so this is actually looking really pretty good. I probably should glue the toes together now. So what we gotta do is finish. We gotta cut out the toes and shave them and sew all those on. And also sew the claws on. Then we gotta sew the inside liner. So this white piece was I only ever made these white pieces for, to figure out the pattern itself. I don't know why I made two. I guess I didn't need to, but I don't actually need this white piece because in the end, I want my slipper to be a normal slipper filled with stuffing on the inside. So, we're gonna have this with the outside layer of fur and the inside layer of probably lycra, and it's just gonna have some light stuffing on the inside. So, yeah, I guess I don't really need to sew this together because this is just kind of here for me to maneuver it and try to get the right pattern out of it. So maybe we should sew the little sock that goes on the inside. The whole inside piece in here. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Yodi! Good job, Salad. Yeah, salad thrower. More like, I'm gonna throw the salad thrower. I don't have a good joke for that, actually. I'm gonna throw you, salad thrower. Remember how I said I like throwing? Well, apparently my brother likes throwing things too. Salad thrown, 87. He has a knife? Oh yeah? Well, I have a scissors bucket. I can out-violence you. Also, I have an electric carving knife that's this long. I mean, yeah, Dadgers, if you're ever feeling up to it, then I'm sure that would be really fun. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna do the toes part now. Ugh, too much fur. Just covered in fur. There's just fur everywhere. Not to mention foam, because I didn't get to vacuum from last night when I was working on making the foam part. So there's just foam all in my hair and in my clothes, and it just gets everywhere. Everywhere. It's staticky. So anything staticky. Espeon, you have the cutest little emotes. Alright, so we're only working on one foot right now. We're going to worry about the other one later. So basically we have... I accidentally opened one note. Oops. Okay. Basically I have an end toe and a middle toe pattern. So I have to do the end and then flip it to do the other toe on the other side. And same for the middle one. So we're going to actually have 4 patterns to trace right here. And... okay. Here's one. Oh, I need to sharpen this. This is not getting me anywhere. Dang. But do you stay up late like me, Dadgers, is the thing. Because I do. That's all I can manage is to stay up all night forever. I just don't want to go to bed. I don't know. Going to bed is just not fun. Alright, so I accidentally put this up a little too high. I'm actually just gonna... I don't want to waste this fur just because I traced the wrong thing on it, so I'm just gonna flip the pattern over and try again. Oh, it's not gonna fit. Fine. I'll try again. I just hope I don't get confused. See, I put it up a little too high, and there wouldn't be enough space to cut it out, so... just to make sure I don't follow the wrong lines here, I can either put tiny little X's through the lines that I did on accident, or I can just make the pattern that's correct, the lines really thick, so I know which ones to follow. Yeah, when you accidentally trace the wrong spot or the wrong pattern, it's kind of frustrating, because it can make things a lot harder. Because now it's kind of like a double vision here. It's kind of 2 lines. So that one's going to be a little harder to cut out, but it'll be okay. And I'm actually going to put an E on this for end, so that we know it's the end toe, not one of the middle toes. Spartan, no! Spartan just keels over. We knew this would happen eventually. There we go. Actually, that must be a record. Like, that's really impressive. I've gone many, many hours without sleep in college. But that's a lot. That's a lot of hours. 28 hours is a lot. I remember being so tired on the night before exams that, I mean, even, like, I pulled an all-nighter, and then I was, like, basically pulling a second all-nighter, and even the most intense caffeine that I could possibly buy was not enough to keep me awake. And my friend, Scythe and I were staying up working on, accounting homework. Actual death. And then another time, a different time. It was, I think it was, oh, I don't remember. I think it was my friend Inksy and Scythe. I don't think it was me. No, it was me. It was Inksy and me, and we were, trying to study for our French exam or finish our French homework or something, but those are the most tired days I've ever had in my entire life. And as much as I hated that, and it was awful, now I have a special bond with that moment, because when I think about that, I just think about how me and my friends suffered so hard together, and yeah, I miss my friends. A lot of my college friends just live so far. And again, I don't feel comfortable, as comfortable, I should say, just hanging out with people online as I do in person. But maybe now I can do it. Maybe I can, because now I'm used to streaming, so maybe, just maybe, I can get used to hanging out with people online again. Or for the first time, really. There we go. I think I got it. I did 2 of each side, and I flipped it over. Looks pretty good. Whoa! Oh, boy. You know, those words are so familiar, too. I know it's... Gosh, yeah, I remember a few of those words, but not enough to tell me what you're saying. But I'm pretty impressed that you know the things. Good job, Spartan. I am immortal. Ah, yes, Thanos has joined the chat. That's true, Bad. I'm very aware. I guess I don't know. I guess I forgot that you get up. You're up at same late time as me, though. I think you're a little bit more normal than me, but it's true. You are up very late usually. That's right. Slowly, one by one, everybody will become late night owls like me. My ultimate evil plan is to make everybody a night owl. That's it. What? Wait, really? That's actually incredibly impressive, Spartan. I mean, the fact that you can do any French at all is impressive, but dang. Now I'm extra impressed. Can we just talk about how school was just so much death? Like... Alright. I love these little baby scissors. They just make cutting out things so easy. When I was in school, way back when, oh, man, college was hard, but being an animator in a small animation school, I mean, it was a normal school, but the animation department was very small. It wasn't a school based on animation. It was a school based on mostly nursing and psychology and theology. So the animation department was certainly an afterthought, and so there wasn't ever very many students there. So all the animation people, and this just was like this for years, basically your best friends were the people that were in your grade in your animation class, and that was it, because you're an animator. You're busy. You don't have time to go out and make more friends, and what you get is what you get. Your friends are gonna be your animation class. And so I think it was 7 people. I think it was 8 at some point, and then it dropped down to 7. And those 7 people were my best friends for those years, and that was awesome, because they couldn't escape me. But the only trouble with that was I never felt like I really fit in as much as I could have. And I'm not really sure why, but I speculate that it was just the sense of humor difference. Everybody really has a different sense of humor, and it's just, I don't know. I just felt like I never fit in. But isn't that kind of true of everywhere you go? I don't know. I just never found a real reason that I understood why I would be interesting to hang out with. I don't know. Sorry, here's me ranting about who knows what. I just felt like I never fit in with my college friend group that well. And they were all great people, but my sense of humor is very different, I think, to the point where I don't know if I actually added anything to the group or if I was just there because I was just one of the few friends that we were able to have because, you know, busy animator life, you get what you get in the way of friendship, so I don't know. That's always bothered me. And I didn't get to meet a lot of people either. So a lot of people, my sister included, met their husbands in college. I mean, my sister met Fel, and I didn't have time or the ability to really meet new people. I never made a lot of friends there, just those few friends that I was very close with. And I kind of think that's pretty lame, because it's not like I meet new people these days that often. It's you're kind of trapped inside. Me complaining about how hard it is to meet new people during COVID. I mean, I'm sure everybody has the same issue. I want to go out, make some friends. I want to wear my fursuit maybe for a day or something at least. I miss college. I miss having college friends that had the same troubles that I did, and we could sort them out together as a team. And things were simpler then, believe it or not, but more complicated at the same time, because you weren't... I mean, since I was in a college, a dorm room for most of the time, it was more secluded than 100%. You're on your own, this is real life, but it's just different. Yodi, I made a few friends in college. I don't know if that's like, I only made a few friends, or if that's like, yeah, I was able to make a few friends. Because given Yodi, we never know. I think they're still alive. When you haven't seen your college friends in so long. Right? I kind of really think maybe we should all try to get in contact with our old friends. As far as high school friends go, I barely have any I barely had any at the time, and I think if we talked now, we'd still be friends, but I don't think I talk to any of them anymore. Maybe, there's a few for sure, but barely. Most of my friend group I just don't really chat with anymore, and it's kind of sad. Except Espion, she can't get rid of me. Poor Spartan. Anytime you're learning a language, I don't know, man. I can't do it. I cannot do it. Languages are just way too hard for me. I don't have that studying capability. It takes a lot, and so if anybody is able to learn more than one language, like, I salute them. Like, I know Sparky comes in the chat. I think Sparky knows several languages, and I'm just like, how? Languages are really crazy. I mean, I mentioned the other day, who knows when the other day, but that I almost studied abroad in France, but then I decided language wasn't fun enough for me to make it worth it. I think it would have been fun, because I was having fun learning French, but I think it was just, if I just, like, threw myself in deep, I don't know if I would have liked that. In the end, I mean, I didn't end up going, but still, now I wonder what it would have been like if I did. And we're almost done here pinning these. Sorry about the long chat about nothing, really. Me just complaining about missing people and not being able to see people, and I guess everybody has that trouble these days, because COVID. Okay, so here's our 4 toes. Well, here's 3 of them. The other one's here. I'm gonna run these through the... Oh no, I'm stupid! Ah! See, I pinned these. I forgot I wanted to shave them first. Alright, this is fine. Once again, this is fine. Everything is fine. Alright, so I have to unpin them. They have to be flat to get the best results in the way I shave. So first of all, I'm just gonna cut it like this. I don't need any of this. All this extra fluff. Okay, and then I'm going to brush it all backwards so it's standing up straight. I'm just going to try to cut it as even and flat as I can. And every few snips or so, you have to, like, shake it off in the garbage so you can see what you're working with. There we go. So it's already a little bit shorter. I don't want it too short, but it needs to be a short to a specific length where I think it looks good. So. You started in kindergarten with French. What? Really? I thought in kindergarten they're still trying to teach you English. I don't know if that's a good idea. Well, maybe. I mean, I'm sure some kids can handle it, but, when you're still trying to get a grasp on your first language, I mean, I don't know. I feel like that would have really confused me at the time. I remember them trying to teach us basic Spanish in, like, maybe 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade or something like that, but French? Really? That's very interesting to hear. You started... Wow, I already read that statement. That's just really weird. Or did you do that on your own? Like, did they force you to learn that in kindergarten? Or is that just when you, like, started learning it? I guess I didn't think about that correctly. Maybe that was not at your school? I'm not sure. But normally as a regular curriculum in kindergarten, they don't start teaching you 2 languages. In 3rd grade for social studies, you had an election in our favorite special class between gym, music, library, art, French. French got 0 votes. Oh, that's funny. And the next year they got rid of French. Oh, they just got rid of foreign language in elementary school. That's funny. I mean, what kid? I don't know what kid would normally choose French when you have art or band or even library. I loved library. That was the coolest extra class ever. That was like my favorite. I remember reading Harry Potter and art books. That's all I really read was I read some fantasy books and art books, and I guess that also probably explains why I am the way I am today. But I always liked the ones about animals. I remember getting from the library at the school like borrowing it over and over and over. This one book about how to paint cats. And I still remember it to this day. I don't know. Maybe if I could ever get my hands on it, that would be awesome because I still remember what it looks like. Maybe if I go to a library I can find it because I'm sure it's an older book now, so it would be hard to find in a regular like bookstore or whatever these days, but let me see what you is Canadians are an advanced species with old discipline techniques. Yeah, you know those Canadians, man, they're just so smart. Honestly though, I really like the way Canada is a really cool place. I really want to visit Canada one day. French school is an option in Canada because 2 primary languages. Wait, what? Really? Did I not know that? What? Seriously? You guys, is that a normal thing? Like, you guys have, like, you have two official languages? Because if that's true, I legitimately had no idea. And that's really cool. The parents chose French and you stuck with it. Yeah, you're just like, well, this is my life now. As a kid, I don't know really what you could have done. Now you know some French. That's really, really cool, though. Like, I have high respect for people who can know multiple languages, because it is not an easy thing. Like, mentally, it's challenging. Alright, so let's put this on toe. Cool. So that is a fluffy toe. And we're going to put some, there we go, okay. We're going to put the claw in between, so I'm not going to sew this down anywhere yet, but I am just going to leave it here off to the side. 2 primary languages. What even? I had no idea. I mean, that's awesome, but wow, I really didn't know. Okay. So, I gotta figure out where the claw is supposed to go on this toe so that I can mark it on the fabric. And give me just a second. Okay. So I pinned this. Here's the middle toe, and oh, I didn't write it. Ah, I had it written on the sticky pattern with the tape, but I didn't write it on this. That's fine. I'll figure it out after. Basically, I have to try to make sure that the claw is in a good spot that is the same height as all 4 toes. So I gotta make sure that it's even. But this is fine. They're both very prominent people, just use English more because sometimes conjugating French verbs is hard. Oh! Ah, yes, I recall doing that, and it was hard. I only remember very, very few French things, but if you gave me an hour with my old French notes and book, I could remember a lot. It's just been a while, but again, I only did take French 1, so. Oh no, Inksy gets motion sick! Oh, big sad! I mean, I get motion sick from games pretty bad, but not GTA for some reason. It depends on what game it is. Yeah, I'll play with it. Play with you guys. Honestly, now might be a good time to stop anyways, just because it's, me and shaving things for 8 hours. So maybe we'll continue on Thursday, or maybe I'll finish by Thursday. I'm not really sure what the plan is. I'm just gonna see how far I can get in these next few days, and then I'll tell you guys what we plan to do on Thursday. Yes, yeah, anyways, Espion, sure, if you got an extra spot. If not, whatever. I've got lots I gotta get done. But if you want to, then sure. Sweet, okay, then sure. That's my favorite, just messing around. Okay. I'm gonna finish shaving this 1 toe, and then, I'll probably end the stream, and we can go play for a little bit. That'll be a good time for me to take a break, because I've been working on this for a while, and then, yeah, then I'll just get back to work tonight. So yeah, I've just shaving this. I'm gonna finish up. Yeah, Spartan, that's really very awesome. Like, seriously. To know more than 1 language, and it's just really cool. Like, I guess that's a perk of Canada. If a lot of people speak 2 languages, you'll pick it up. Cool. Well, I'm gonna try to at least finish 1 of these feet. if I do manage to finish these feet pretty good or whatever, either way, I'll show them on stream on Thursday and explain what I did between streams. So whether I finish it or not, I'm gonna explain what I did on them. So hopefully that is okay. I like to start topics from scratch. Like maybe one day once I get this pattern down, I can just do a full Feetpaw thing on a stream. But since I had to make the pattern from scratch myself, that definitely takes longer. Cool. So here's what it looks like. There's just fur floating in the air that you probably can't see, and nice and short. We're gonna put the claw right in between, and so I'll just pin it, sew it up, and yep, that's how we're gonna do it. And so I have 2 claws sewn, or 2 finger toes. I got they're called toes. I have 2 of them done. We're gonna yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys this next stream. Hopefully by then, at least I have 1 foot done, so yep. And I guess that's it. I don't really have much else to say. I was just kind of ranting today. It wasn't the most incredibly educational day, but we had fun just kind of hanging out. And yeah, so thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I appreciate it. I'm gonna wave goodbye to you with these feet. Bye bye. I'll see you next time.